Prophecy fulfilled, throwing 30 pieces of silver into the house of the Lord. Prophecy, Zechariah 11:12-13c. And the Lord said to me, Throw it to the potter, the lordly price at which I was priced by them. So I took the 30 pieces of silver and threw them into the house of the Lord to the potter. Fulfillment, Matthew 27 verses 3-5. Then when Judas, his betrayer, saw that Jesus was condemned, he changed his mind and brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and the elders, saying, I have sinned by betraying innocent blood. They said, What is that to us? See to it yourself. And throwing down the pieces of silver into the temple, he departed, and he went and hanged himself. Context of the prophecy. In Zechariah 11:12-13c, the prophet is instructed to throw the 30 pieces of silver, the price at which he was valued, into the house of the Lord. This act symbolizes the rejection of the payment and the consequences of betrayal. Significance of the fulfillment. Return of payment. The fulfillment in Matthew 27 verses 3-5 involves Judas Iscariot's remorse after betraying Jesus. He returns the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, admitting his guilt and acknowledging the innocence of Jesus. Symbolic Act. Just as Zechariah symbolically threw the silver into the house of the Lord, Judas's act of throwing down the pieces of silver in the temple signifies his rejection of the blood money and the sorrow he felt for his betrayal. Implications and reflections. Remorse and repentance. Judas's actions illustrate the remorse and guilt he experienced after realizing the gravity of his betrayal. His decision to return the money demonstrates a form of repentance. Spiritual contrast. The fulfillment contrasts the spiritual turmoil caused by betrayal and the acceptance of blood money with the redemption and forgiveness offered through Jesus' sacrificial death. Conclusion. The fulfillment of Zechariah 11:12-13c and Matthew 27 verses 3-5 showcases the theme of remorse and repentance. Judas's act of returning the 30 pieces of silver and throwing them into the temple reflects the rejection of the betrayal's consequences and his struggle with guilt. This fulfillment underscores the spiritual significance of betrayal, forgiveness, and the redemptive power of Jesus' sacrifice.